Alright, one day at the show he bought 2 pies and a can of Coke, so 1 can of Coke for $6.80. Now your friend bought 6 pies and 4 cans of Coke for $22.20. So you have to determine the price of each of them. What I can do first of all is first step, label the variables. So my X, I'm going to say pies, and then I'm going to say my Y is can of Coke. And the second thing I can do now is create some equations from it. Hopefully we can figure out that we need 2 different equations because it's kind of 2 different sentences. So there's one and then there's the second one. Alright, so starting with the blue one, I've got my 2 pies. My pie is an X and then 1 Coke, so 1 Y. And that was $6.80. Alright, now my green ones, 6 pies, X, plus 4 can of Coke, so Y equals $22.20. Alright, awesome. So now what I can do is now we see that we have 2 equations, we can solve them simultaneously. So it doesn't tell you to, but you should know that you have to use simultaneous equations. So we're going to use elimination or substitution. For this one, I decide I'm going to use elimination. Let's have a look. X's, there's 2x and 6x, they're not the same number. Y's, there's 1y and 4y, they're again not the same number. But what I can do is simply times this the first equation by 3. So my x becomes the same number. So if I redo that one, that'll be 6x plus 3y equals, I don't have my calculator on me. Hold on. So you just would do in your calculator 680 times 3. So that will give you $20.04. And then I just copy down the green one because I don't change anything. Alrighty. Now what I'm going to do is actually use the elimination method. So I need to decide if I want a plus or a minus here. Well, 6x and 6x, they're both positive, so I need a minus. So 6x take 6x, that's going to give me a 0. 3y take 4y is going to give me a negative y. 20.4, so I'll do that on my calculator. 20.4 take 22.2 is going to give me negative 1.8. Alright, so therefore, alright, to get y by itself, I'm going to divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. Hopefully you see that my y is going to just be a positive $1.80. Now if my y, which is the Coke can, is $1.80, I've got to figure out what my x is, so I'm just going to choose one of these equations. I'm just going to go for, let's just go the first one, because it only has 1 y, so let's rewrite that. 2x plus 1y, so $1.80 equals 6.80. So to solve that, I need to first of all get rid of this 1.8 by doing the opposite. So it'll be 2x equals 6.8, take 1.8. That is 5. And my x then needs to be divided by 2, which is, let me just move that. So therefore, x is 5/2, which is $2.50. So to determine the price of each of them, you want to conclude with a little bit of a sentence. So you can say, what was it, pie and Coke. So pie, which is the x, pie is $2.50, and can of Coke is $1.80. So you have to conclude with the sentence. That's it.